Boston 25 Morning News starts right now.
Now at 4:30, feeling the pain at the pump. Gas prices hovering at record levels as the busy summer travel season is about to get underway.
Bringing back face coverings in one local town, the place's Brookline is now requiring people to once again wear masks because of rising COVID cases.
And baby formula flown into the U.S., the military operation to feed thousands of the most needy babies and toddlers.
Well, good Monday morning, everybody. Hope you had a fantastic weekend and that you stayed cool. I'm Heather Hedgedas.
And I'm Nicole Oliverio. After a hot weekend.
Oh, so hot.
Things are finally starting to cool off. Boston 25 meteorologist Sherry Spear joins us now with the big changes that we're going to see to start the week.
Yeah, absolutely. So even right now, temperatures are still on the warm side. We've got wake-up temperatures in the 60s out there. It's 66 in Boston, 62 Bedford, and 60 in Worcester. And you might catch a quick little sprinkle this morning, maybe even see a tiny bit of fog down across the Cape if you're getting out the door early. But overall, I'd say we go from cloudy skies this morning to some partial sun this afternoon. So it gets brighter and more comfortable, because although we don't see a huge temperature climb, and I could see probably upper 60s to about 70 degrees out there this afternoon, the big change is really going to be in the humidity. Yes, early this morning it is still sticky. As dew points drop, the air is going to dry out and it is going to feel so much nicer this afternoon. Let's get an early check on the roads. Catherine Pratt is standing by with that.
All right, 4:31 right now, and yeah, it's a hair up day for sure right now. Get that iced coffee if you're about to head out the door. Zachem Bridge, Lever Connector looks pretty good. It's very early. We don't expect a lot of volume out there, even on a Monday morning. Main view of the map, we do have one crash coming in. It's right there in Boston, St. James Ave. We have a crash there on Clarendon Street, so it could be a busy area later, but right now I don't anticipate that's going to cause much of an issue. Ted Williams Tunnel, a little bit of light volume going from the Seaport into East Boston, normally related to overnight road work, taking you North Shore, Merrimack Valley. Everybody moving nicely in that stretch. We'll check in south of Boston when I'm back in 10.
All right, speaking of traveling, let's kick things off by talking about gas prices this morning. And they're holding steady this Monday morning as we get ready to kick off the busy summer travel season now. You know, Memorial Day is just 1 week away, a week from today. And the average price for a gallon of gasoline in Massachusetts now stands at $4.73 a gallon.
Boston 25 Morning News starts right now.
Now at 5, feeling the pain at the pump. Gas prices hovering at record levels as the busy summer travel season is about to get underway.
Bringing back face coverings in one local town, the place's Brookline is now requiring people to wear a mask because of rising COVID cases.
And baby formula flown to the U.S., the military operation to help feed thousands of the most needy babies and toddlers.
All right, good Monday morning, everybody. We survived the heat. Thanks for being with us. I'm Heather Hedgedas.
And I'm Nicole Oliverio. You know, Saturday didn't feel so bad.
Yeah.
Sunday did.
Yeah, Saturday morning, remember? It took a while for that heat to kind of trickle in, and then when it did, wow, it was crazy. Things cooling off, though, right now.
That's right. Boston 25 meteorologist Sherry Spear joins us now. We're talking normal temps this week.
Thank goodness, too. Still feeling kind of muggy.
Boston 25 Morning News continues right now.
Now at 5:30, Memorial Day certainly living up to its reputation as the unofficial start of summer. Sherry is timing out the warm-up and pinpointing the places where it will be close to 90.
And they are NBA Finals bound. The overnight celebrations for the Celtics and fans after taking down the Heat in Game 7.
All right, it's about 5:30 right now, and things heating up here at home for today, certainly.
Absolutely. I mean, we were just looking at that shot, too. I can't believe the sun's already coming out. We want to take a live look now at the Boston Common. 37,000 flags. That is just incredible right there to honor every Massachusetts military member killed going back to the Revolutionary War. And so for a lot of people who are going to be going out there just to take a walk and just to really take that all into, you know, it should be, as far as weather-wise, it should be just pleasant, especially this morning. Sherry's here to get you out to the door with weather in a minute. And Sherry, to start this morning, not too bad.
No. In fact, some of the best weather that we're going to see is going to happen this morning. It's going to be comfortable out there.
Boston 25 Morning News starts right now.
And now at 6, feeling the pain at the pump. Gas prices hovering at record levels as the busy summer travel season is about to get underway.
Bringing back face coverings in one local town, the place's Brookline is now requiring people to wear masks because of rising COVID cases.
And baby formula flown into the United States, the military operation to help feed thousands of the most needy babies and toddlers. Well, good Monday morning, everybody. 6 o'clock. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm Gene Levanchi.
I'm Elizabeth Hopkins. After a hot weekend, things are now cooling off. Boston 25 News meteorologist Sherry Spear joins us with a big change we'll see to start the week.
Yeah, the change that I don't think anybody is disappointed to see the humidity levels dropping at least. We've got some lingering clouds this morning, temperatures in the
Boston 25 Morning News continues right now.
Developing now at 6:30, a gruesome find in Medford where a mother was found dead in a recycling bin behind her house. What her son told police about the last time he saw her alive.
More violence involving teenagers in Boston. What police are saying about the latest attacks near a busy T stop.
They've become a summer staple. The trends researchers are seeing as sharks arrive on the Cape.
Morning, everybody. It's now 6:30 on this Tuesday morning, and we've got a beautiful sunrise out there.
You know, we've had lower humidity, and yeah, we are going to see kind of a beautiful day, even though at one point on Sherry's radar there was a little bit of rain. It doesn't seem like it's going to complicate things, though. No. Sherry, we're going to get you a live shot.
Boston 25 Morning News starts right now.
And breaking now at 7, Pfizer says its COVID vaccine for young kids is safe and effective. What this means for the timeline for children under 5.
And feeling pain at the pump, gas prices hovering at record levels as the busy summer travel season is about to get underway.
Then bringing back face coverings in one local town. The place's Brookline is now requiring people to wear masks because of rising COVID cases.
27, 28, 29, and switch.
And these lifeguards in training will have no trouble finding jobs this summer. Coming up new this morning, we're taking a closer look at the severe shortage that's leaving many local beaches and pools unstaffed or even closed. Morning, everybody. 7 o'clock now on this Monday morning. We appreciate you being with us. I'm Gene Levanchi.
I'm Elizabeth Hopkins. After a hot weekend, things are now cooling off. Boston 25 News meteorologist Sherry Spear joins us with a big change we'll see to start the week here.
Absolutely. So we've got current temperatures right now in the 60s, which is still feeling warm.
Boston 25 News is brought to you by Cambridge Paving Stones.
Boston 25 Morning News continues right now.
And now at 7:30, temperatures are crashing from our hot and humid weekend. This is a live look from a rooftop in Dedham. It looks beautiful out there, although it feels a little bit more seasonal. Still sticky. Sherry's got our forecast heading into the Memorial Day weekend.
And a Memorial Day trip to the Cape or New Hampshire won't be cheap this weekend. And we haven't even factored in the lobster roll, Lily.
Not yet.
Imagine that. Prices you can expect to pay at the pump.
Then huge crowds leading to brawls on the beach. What state police are saying about the bad behavior that resulted in several arrests.
Morning, everybody. 7:30 now on this Monday morning. Boy, what it was July.
It was.
Weekend.
It was very hot, especially for a lot of the graduating students who had to be outside.
Cap and gown and a lot of sweat.
Oof. A lot of people did not last for that whole ceremony. Sherry's here now to get you out the door with your weather in a minute, and it's going to feel a lot cooler.
Yeah,
Sure.
we do kind of call that kind of weather like an extra deodorant day. I think that was the case over the weekend. Double deodorant day. There you go. Today could probably be a normal deodorant day.
Boston 25 Morning News starts right now.
Well, breaking now at 8, Pfizer says its COVID vaccine for young kids is safe and effective. What this means for the timeline for children under 5.
And feeling the pain at the pump, gas prices hovering at record levels as the busy summer travel season is about to get underway.
Then bringing back face coverings in one local town. The place's Brookline is now requiring people to wear masks because of rising COVID cases.
27, 28, 29, and switch.
And these lifeguards in training will have no trouble finding jobs this summer. Coming up new this morning, we take a closer look at the severe shortage that's leaving many local beaches and pools unstaffed or potentially even closed for the summer. Morning, everybody. It's now 8 o'clock on this Monday morning. Appreciate you being with us. I'm Gene Levanchi.
I'm Elizabeth Hopkins. After a hot weekend, things are cooling off. Boston 25 News meteorologist Sherry Spear joins us with a big change we'll start to see this week.
Absolutely. So we've got temperatures right now in the 50s in central Mass, getting a little more sunshine through those clouds there.
Boston 25 Morning News continues right now.
And right now at 8:30, temperatures basically crashing from our hot and humid weekend. This is a live look from our rooftop in Dedham. It is feeling a lot more seasonable, still sticky out there. Sherry's got our forecast heading into the Memorial Day weekend.
And a Memorial Day trip to the Cape or New Hampshire this weekend will not be cheap. Throw in the lobster roll and you might need a loan. prices you can expect at the pump coming up.
Then huge crowds leading to brawls on the beach. What state police are saying about the bad behavior that resulted in several arrests.
Good Monday morning, everybody. 8:30. We do appreciate you being with us this morning. And as you mentioned, those temperatures are really coming down from what we said.
They are, but you know, I'm having a makeup sliding off my face issue. Sherry's having a bit of a hair issue. You can tell there's a case of the muggies out there.
Mine's a smelly feet issue. We're putting it out there.
That's what happens when it's hot and humid.
Yes.
I mean, smelly feet, it's a real thing. All right, so it's like enormous hair. I feel like my hair is like 3 times as big as it should be. All right, so we've got temperatures right now that are in the 60s. I gotta say, it was really humid when we woke up this morning when we got into work.
Boston 25 Morning News starts right now.
Right now at 9, Pfizer says its COVID vaccine for young kids is safe and effective. What this means now for a timeline for children under the age of 5.
And feeling the pain at the pump, gas prices hovering around record levels as the busy summer travel season is about to get underway.
And bringing back face coverings in one local town, the place's Brookline is now requiring people to wear masks because of rising COVID cases.
27, 28, 29, and switch.
These lifeguards in training will have no trouble finding jobs this summer. Coming up new this morning, we're going to take a closer look at the severe shortage that's leaving many local beaches and pools unstaffed, and possibly they may even have to close. Well, good Monday morning, everybody. Now 9 o'clock. Appreciate you being with us. I'm Gene Levanchi.
And I'm Heather Hedges. I see you survived the heat this weekend.
Yes, you did as well.
We beat the heat, staying in the shade and in the water if we could.
And the air conditioning was nice.
Exactly. That was also where we were this weekend. We're not going to need too much of that today. Boston 25 News meteorologist Sherry Spear joins us with the big change we're about to see.
Boston 25 News is brought to you by Northeast Men's Health. Boston 25 Morning News continues right now.
Right now at 9:30, temperatures are crashing from our hot and humid weekend as we take another live look right now from our rooftop here in Denham. Sunny out there, a little breezy as you can see, feeling a lot more seasonable as well. Sherry's got our forecast heading into Memorial Day weekend.
And a Memorial Day trip to the Cape or New Hampshire this weekend, and it won't be cheap, and that's before the lobster roll. The prices you can expect to pay at the pump coming up.
And huge crowds leading to brawls on the beach. What state police are saying about the bad behavior that resulted in several arrests.
Morning, everybody. 9:30 now, and not what you saw over the weekend. We're not going to have anything like that. And the warm and muggy. It was summerish, I guess.
Yeah, you know, Gene, they say be careful what you wish for.
Right.
Because you and I were like, oh, we really want it to feel like summer, and boy, did it feel like
I'm
July.
still okay with it. I don't mind that. I like summer. Be a little bit more seasonal today, though, Sherry.
Yes.
So you're definitely going to feel it. As you said, we'll be surprised at how much you feel it when you go outside.
Because it ends up feeling like a different season, especially when we drop the humidity. Right now, we're still hanging on to quite a bit of cloud cover, Cape, Islands.
Boston 25 Morning News starts right now.
Right now at 10, Pfizer says its COVID vaccine for young kids is safe and effective. What it means for the timeline now for getting shots into kids under the age of 5's arms.
And feeling the pain at the pump, gas prices hovering at record levels as the busy summer travel season is about to get underway.
And bringing back face coverings in one local town. The place's Brookline is now requiring people to wear masks because of rising COVID cases.
27, 28, 29, and switch.
These lifeguards in training will have no trouble finding jobs this summer. Coming up new this morning, we'll take a closer look at the severe shortage that's leaving many local beaches and pools unstaffed or even closed. All right, good Monday morning to you. I'm Nicole Oliverio.
And I'm Heather Hedges. Well, it was a great weekend to be at the beach.
Yes.
Speaking of the beach, after this really hot weekend, though, things are finally cooling off a little bit. Boston 25 News meteorologist Sherry Spear is joining us with a change I think a lot of us will like, right, Sherry?
Yes, yeah, it's all about humidity on a day like today. I mean, we've got some clouds still out there, especially along the coast and down in southeastern Mass.
Boston 25 Morning News continues right now.
Right now at 10:30, temperatures are crashing from our hot and humid weekend as we take another live look right now from our rooftop here in Dedham. It's a little bit overcast. It's also feeling a lot more seasonable. Sherry's got our forecast heading into Memorial Day weekend.
And a Memorial Day trip to the Cape or New Hampshire, well, it's not going to be cheap, and that's before you count those lobster rolls. The prices you can expect to pay at the pump.
And huge crowds leading to brawls on the beach. What state police are saying about the bad behavior that resulted in several arrests.
All right, we are seeing, it's funny to say that like 70s is cooling off.
I know, right?
But we're seeing temperatures take a bit of a dip.
And it's funny to say that before Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yeah.
Because this past weekend really felt like summer. Usually we're like, oh, I can't believe Memorial Day weekend is coming up already. But really certainly felt like we were already in summer this weekend. Sherry's here to get us out the door with weather in a minute. It's going to feel a little more like late spring, Sherry?
Yeah, it's going to feel like temperatures exactly where they should be at this point in the season. So
now with breaking news. This is Boston 25 News at 5.
And breaking now at 5, we are learning more about the moments leading up to Tuesday's mass shooting at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. Police are facing tough questions about how they handled their response to an active shooter inside the building. And we just learned President Biden and the First Lady will go to Texas on Sunday. More on that in just a moment. But first, we are, of course, counting down to Memorial Day weekend. And that means, of course, the all-important holiday weekend forecast. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Ackerblum.
And I'm Vanessa Welch. Whether you're hitting the road or spending some time at home with your loved ones, the weather always a big question, especially after the rain out that we had last year. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lemanowitz. He's got the answers for us. Kev?
Not a rain out, that's for certain.
We are staying on top of breaking news. Police are conducting an investigation at a home in Medford. Officers have been on scene on Emory Street for about 5 hours now, and just within the last 20 minutes, our reporter on the scene, Lisa Pappas, tells us state police have shown up and are taking pictures. Medford police have not said what the investigation is about, and neighbors tell us they are without answers as well. As soon as we learn more, of course, we'll let you know.
Now at 5:30, the federal trial for a man accused of killing a young Boston mother. And
Boston 25 News.
Now on Boston 25 News at 6.
A scathing review of Boston public schools, why education leaders accuse the city of dropping the ball and harming students along the way.
The Celtics are back in Boston, and they need to bring their A game. Live team coverage tonight from the Garden.
New at 6, shark season is not far for the faint of heart. What researchers want you to know before you jump in this summer.
Plus, another reason to be wary of the water.
Potential impacts would be locations would be, unstaffed.
Why a lifeguard shortage may get in the way of your vacation plans.
First at 6, we are following breaking news. Crime scene tape covers 3 front yards in Medford. It's a large police investigation that just keeps on growing. I'm Mark Ackerblum.
And I'm Vanessa Welch. This is happening on Emory Street. We made this map to show you the area. The crime scene, as Mark mentioned, at least 3 properties wide. Boston 25 News reporter Lisa Pappas live there now. And Lisa, still a lot of questions about what's going on here. You told us more and more officers continue to show up as the evening goes on.
Now on Boston 25 News at 10.
Crime tape up and neighbors on edge after a body is found at a Medford home.
Protests in Everett over the scandal that a city official and city employee have resigned over.
Plus, a likely motive for murder in the death of a cycling star.
And cell phones send out unique information that can be used to figure out where we live, work, even go to the gym. 4 things you can do right now to protect yourself from Wi-Fi tracking.
Breaking tonight, a 61-year-old woman in Medford is dead. Her body found inside a recycling container in her own backyard. Thanks for joining us. I'm Vanessa Welch.
And I'm Mark Ackerblum. The death is suspicious, and the Medford community is being asked to stay on alert tonight. The victim was found behind her home on Emory Street, which remains shut down at this hour.
Developing at 11, a woman's body found at a Medford home.
What investigators just revealed about this disturbing discovery.
Some clouds spilling in here in the northern fringes of this storm. Another storm later this week that'll bring us some rain.
And concerns on the Cape about someone slipping something into people's drinks. 4 specific steps you can take to make sure you don't become a victim.
Then, a man saved after he collapsed while mowing the lawn.
There was definitely an angel watching over us.
How a neighbor and a health expert teamed up to save his life.
Breaking at 11, a Medford woman found dead inside a recycling bin beneath the porch at her home. The DA says the death is suspicious. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Ackerblum.
And I'm Vanessa Welch. Investigators are telling people in Medford to be on alert tonight. Police have been at the scene on Emory Street all day, and they're going to stay there through the night.
Boston 25 News at 11 starts right now.
And first at 11, a lot of people cleaning up tonight after thunderstorms left damage in their wake. Right here, Hyde Park, a tree came crashing down onto a car, shattering that windshield. These storms popped up as people are out there trying to beat the heat. Many areas getting up into the 90s. For some spots, it marked the hottest day of the year so far. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Carrie Kavanaugh. Boston 25 meteorologist Vicki Graff joining me tonight. Vicki, heat moving out, thankfully, to start this work week.
Yes, and so the heat is going to be moving on out thanks to this front that's moving through right now. As this front arrived, there were some potent thunderstorms out there. We had some wind damage reports, and now you can see over the past hour, it's really weakened.